But as soon as it comes to the skin, people suddenly change and switch to, I need a magic potion. I need something that suddenly takes all of my skin problems away. They don't know what they should be doing consistently every day. Because we've got used to having, you've got a problem or you take something like a drug that just suddenly instantly solves it. Long-term health is more about creating a plan for the long term in terms of long-term skin health and keeping these skin problems at bay. You need to.
Sam and Kit Bowen Russell, who really took skincare into their own hands.
Twin brothers from the UK who are taking the skincare industry by storm.
Sam is a nuclear astrophysicist and Kit is a geophysicist and author.
A Notre Dame grad and his twin brother are looking to revolutionize skin health.
The two launched a 2-year intensive research study.
Two very smart guys who knew all about bad skin at a very early age.
That woman at the end was our mum, and really she's the face which launched 1,000 questions for us.
Right, Kit, we've just finished a 10K race. A 10K race, right? In Regent's Park, London. Who won, first of all?
Well, your friend Kyle won.
Okay.
He did actually really good without much practice. 45:03 for a 10K, which is quite good, I think. But he's very muscly, so I think the muscles and the muscular endurance really helped him, I think. Okay, just quickly, there's my medal. Oh. Regent's Park is one of the premier parks in the whole of London. Probably my favourite park, I would say.
Really, yeah. Well, you went to university at UCL, which is really close. How close is it?
UCL is about 5 or 10 minutes walk away from Regent's Park. So
really?
This was the park I used to walk through in my first year. My halls were about 5 minutes away, so I have really nice memories. Quickly, what was your time today, your 10 time?
Time was 48:34. Was that it? 48:46. So not too bad, having not run a 5K race since 2017. So not too bad.
Yeah. My time in 2017 was 45:17.
Really quick podcast post-race, which is really good. I thought something that from the race that we could really apply to everyone's skin. So it seems so obvious, but it's something that actually very few people do. So we're doing a race, obviously, and there's fit people there, but most people there know that if they're going to get a better time, then they can't just have a quick jump to a better time by drinking a magic potion. They have to do the training, a weekly program, to then get to where they want to go, faster time, right? But as soon as it comes to the skin, people suddenly change and switch to, I need a magic potion. I need something that suddenly takes all of my skin problems away. So there are two problems here. Obviously that mindset, so that's the biggest mindset, but then also too, people don't, even if they had the right mindset, they don't know what they should be doing consistently every day.
That's a good point. But let's address the first point first, which is the difference in mindset between, say, training for a half marathon or a 10K, which we just did, and this idea that for health things, you can just take a magic pill and then all of your health problems are gone. So yeah, I really like that. I think if you were trying to get a really good time in running, that's a really good analogy. You know that there is no shortcut. You can't just inject yourself with kryptonite or something and suddenly become superhuman at running, can you?
Yeah,
most different.
I would say a lot more people, I wouldn't say most, a lot more people know that and understand that in running, say, compared to the skin or health in that way, because we've got used to having, you've got a problem or you take something like a drug that just suddenly instantly solves it. And for long-term health and chronic diseases and things like that, that's not how it works, is it? So long-term health is more about creating long-term habits, a plan for the long-term training.
Yeah, exactly. So just changing your lifestyle day after day. And these are the things which give you the best results, as you know from running. So we did a 10K today. And I think the analogy I would take from, say, how some people view their skin health is that some people, using the running analogy, would think that, okay, they've done 10K, they're now the world's best runner and they can run sub 30 10K. Whereas we know that it takes weeks, months of training.
I'll give another one, which is more in line with the questions and the things that we hear every day.
Yeah.
Is that, say you turned up to your first ever 10K race. You ran the race after buying a new pair of shoes for the race, and you didn't run a world record time, or you didn't run a good time, and you suddenly go, what's the point in that? I bought these shoes, why have I not run a world record time? Or even without buying the shoes, why have I not run a good time? And you just stop there and say, oh no, 10Ks aren't for me. I'm not good at 10Ks.
Yeah.
That's the analogy I would say.
That's good. I would
Because
say
it's just one-term, short-term thinking.
exactly. I think sometimes, maybe to use the term, a victim of our own success health-wise, because we've got these revolutionary drugs which do just that sometimes. They do, well, often they appear to have solved something straight away. We've been given this idea in our society that we can just take a drug and then
Solve
everything
acute
is solved.
problems, but then in terms of long-term health and upkeep of the body, say for skin problems, of long-term skin health and keeping these skin problems at bay, you need to do long-term things for the skin.
Yeah, exactly. It's a long-term commitment to a lifestyle change every day. So, for example, if I'd been sitting, eating burgers and not training for this 10K for months, which I have, then I would expect my 10K time not to get any better and to get slower as well. So what you need to do is work to reverse the effects of years of damage to the skin, a bit like me, years of damage to my 10K time. So it's a long-term commitment just to a steady daily
That's a good point
process.
too. So if you've spent, say there's people who come to us with like severe skin problems and they've spent a long time doing the wrong thing, you can't then suddenly expect to take one thing or do one thing and it's just going to completely switch from those years of terrible processes and do it. It's like eating years of pizza and not doing 10K training. You can't expect to do 1K and then buy a new pair of shoes and suddenly expect to do a good 10K time or be able to finish it. So that's in the thinking for people on a lot of people who we look for that on our Skin Microbiome Fitness Packages, don't we? Because that mindset is the hardest mindset to shift, but it's the most important. Obviously, we know how to do the things we're talking about, but what we need from the people is to have the right mindset.
Exactly. And I think the difference here maybe is that we've done all of this research, cut through years and years of world-leading research. And what we've done is we've bundled it up into these packages to give to people. So the only thing they really need to do is to buy in to the concepts and then also their mindset shifts. But that seems to be especially hard for some people. So
yeah,
again,
so that's why
the vetting process is really good. We look for the right people to come on our Skin Microbiome Fitness Packages, which are the world's first. And that's one of the, from our experience, one of the main indicators of success.
Yeah, and imagine you're a 10K coach. Like we know this from tennis. We're looking for a student. No matter how talented a student is, if they haven't got the long-term mindset, then they're not going to improve and they're going to drop out very early.
Yeah.
So as a coach, you look for that for people who have a long-term mindset.
Exactly.
So I think that's a good space to stop.
I would, before we end quickly, I would say also we've made it much easier for people than, say, a running plan where you genuinely have to put in the hours of hard, tough work.
That's a good point.
We've actually created technology, world's first technology, which actually makes it so much easier. All you need to do
I think
buy in.
that's a good point. Compared to the work you need to do for, say, getting a good 10K time, there's much less work, but it actually seems, in terms of the mindset, a lot harder for people. So say if they wanted to get fit, then sometimes they would understand, oh, they would need to get into the gym or do a running plan. But even though it's a lot less work, it's much easier in terms of the work needed. It's actually harder on the skin because people have these set mindsets about it.
Exactly. So I think as we're in Wetherspoons in Marylebone, actually outside Baker Street Station, isn't it? I think now let's go and get another Wetherspoons muffin.